Today, we're diving into what is basically a masterclass in comedic storytelling. We're going to do a play-by-play of how one man's perfectly good day just completely spirals into an absolute cringe-worthy disaster. It's a story all about hope, a little bit of hubris, and a leather coat.
I mean, we've all been there, haven't we? You're just floating, everything is going your way, and then, bam, one tiny little thing happens and the whole day just comes crashing down. Well, get ready because we're about to see one of those moments captured in painfully hilarious detail.
And this is where it all kicks off, with that one word, boom. Right away, you know you're in for a story. We are dropped straight into the mind of our guy, Jaquan, at his absolute moment of peak tranquility.
Okay, so let's get into Act 1, the setup. Every great comedy needs that moment of pure, blissful ignorance right before all the chaos hits, and this is it.
So the scene is set just perfectly. Jaquan is totally rested, it's his day off, his cousin Tatiana calls him up, invites him to the mall for a surprise lunch. Now the stakes are pretty low, but his hopes, they are sky high. He's thinking maybe, just maybe, this surprise is her friend Danielle, the one he's been trying to meet for weeks. It's the perfect foundation for everything to go horribly, hilariously wrong.
All right, now for Act 2. This is where our hero's simple mission begins. He's at the mall, he's feeling good, and the universe is about to dangle this very tempting, very leathery carrot right in front of him.
And it all starts so innocently, right? It's a little chilly, the groundhog-sized shadow, so he figures, hey, why not treat myself? I need a new coat. A simple, totally practical decision that is about to become the catalyst for his impending doom. And then he sees it. And this isn't just a coat, it's the coat. He calls it the most beautiful one he has ever seen. You can just feel his excitement building, right? It's not just on a rack, it feels like destiny, like it was put there just for him.
And here's where it gets good. It's a one-of-a-kind find, so that immediately raises the stakes, right? It makes the coat feel like this hidden treasure that only he was smart enough to unearth.
And there it is, the final confirmation from the heavens. It's the only one there, and it's his size. At this point, the universe is practically screaming, "This is for you, Jaquan. This is your moment."
So you got to understand this feeling right here. He's not just happy, he feels blessed. He feels like he's hit the lottery. This is the absolute peak of his triumph, the highest point on the roller coaster, right before that gut-wrenching drop.
And here we go, Act 3, the climax. This is where that incredible lottery-winning feeling just evaporates in an instant, and it gets replaced by pure, unadulterated humiliation.
So he's there, admiring himself in the mirror, basking in the glory of his amazing find, when reality just comes crashing in. Just 4 simple words from a stranger are enough to shatter his entire world. That's mine, bro. But here's the best part. He doesn't get it at first. He is so high on his own victory that he thinks the guy means he's short on cash. His confidence is still just soaring, which of course makes the realization that's about to hit him so much funnier.
And there it is, the punchline. The owner just laughs and delivers the line that completely deflates Jaquan's reality. It's not a coat for sale. It is literally this man's personal property that he just took off for a second. Oh, the horror.
And this slide just perfectly captures the huge comedic gap here. On one side, you have Jaquan's internal monologue, "I'm blessed, I'm a winner." And on the other side, you have the cold, hard, objective truth. He's wearing a stranger's coat. That chasm between the two, that is where all the cringe comedy gold lives.
And just when you think it can't get any worse, of course it does. The humiliation just comes in waves. First, he notices the smell of brute cologne. What a specific personal detail. Then, that feeling of triumph is replaced by feeling cheap as fuck. Then, in a last-ditch, desperate move, he asks to buy it, only to get shot down. The awkwardness is just, it's suffocating.
All right, so now we're in the final act, the aftermath. And this part brilliantly illustrates the #1 rule of comedy. Just when you think you've hit rock bottom, you find out there's a basement.
His only option now is to flee. Fight or flight kicks in, and he is all flight. He takes off the coat, hands it back, and makes a beeline for the exit. His one prayer, his only hope in this moment is that he can just escape and never lay eyes on that man ever again.
But the universe is just not done with him yet, because who's standing right there at the exit? His cousin Tatiana and, of course, Danielle, the one person he was hoping to impress. And they're not just there, they're staring. They saw it all.
The final crushing blow has been delivered.
So let's just recap this wild ride. He went from peaceful to hopeful to feeling absolutely blessed. Then a sharp, sudden plummet to mortified, followed by the final, devastating crash landing into pure humiliation. I mean, it is a spectacular fall from grace in the span of, what, maybe 10 minutes?
And this is where the story leaves us, not with a neat little resolution, but with a dilemma. He's just standing there, staring at the two people he least wanted to witness what was probably the most embarrassing moment of his entire life.
So the big question is, what do you do? Do you actually try to salvage the day and sit down for that lunch pretending nothing happened? Or do you abandon all hope, make a run for the parking lot, and just retreat to the safety of your comfy, cozy bed? The story just leaves us hanging right there, forcing us all to wonder about that impossible, excruciating choice.